Welcome back to Festival Tales Podcast, a podcast hosted by me, Vibe with Ade, and babslyfe.
What up?
What's up? We have another story for you guys today. This is episode 9, I believe. We're almost to 10. How crazy is that, Babs?
Yeah, we're getting there. We're slowly moving up. We've got some other stories ready, so we'll be past that 10 mark pretty soon here. I'm excited. I like doing this. This is funny.
Yeah, this is so fun. So make sure you guys submit your stories. We are running low. PSA, we are running low. So please submit your stories, or if you know of any of your friends that have funny stories to share, we want to hear them. So be sure to go to our show notes and click the link there, or follow us on Twitter and Instagram, Festival Tales Podcast, and submit them there as well. And also don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, all that jazz. If you want to be the first to review on our Apple podcast page, that would be super dope. We would love you for that. Every little bit counts. So without further ado, we got a nice lengthy story for you guys today. So I'll go ahead and get into it. So this is from a female, and she says, not really about a specific festival, but kind of a wild journey on getting to one. Oh boy. I'd never gone to EDC Vegas before. In 2017, my best friend and I had said that we were going to try it out. Tickets were already crazy, so I was keeping an eye open on Twitter. Fortunately, I had found a girl selling one for an affordable price. Weeks later, the ticket box arrived at my house, and it was gorgeous. Like I said, I've never gone before, so I'd never seen the whole presentation of the wristbands either. Unfortunately, my friend backed out, and it looked like I was going to be going alone. We were really doing this on a whim, so I didn't even have flights or even a hotel sorted. I had just started dating my boyfriend. He had said that if he had more time, he would have been able to go on. Sadly, I sold my ticket, but at least I was able to get my money back. Fast forward to 2018, my boyfriend and I decided we were going to EDC for real this time. Still, unfortunately, we hadn't bought our tickets yet. Disclaimer, I've never really been able to attend festivals before 2015 because of soccer seasons interfering and then post-college. I just never had any friends locally to attend festivals with, so preparing for them as far as buying tickets, booking hotels, and getting flights was still something I was learning. Either the tickets had been sold out or they were at the top tier price already, and we weren't really set on spending all of that. Since I had bought that ticket on Twitter the year before, I figured we could just do that again since it worked out so well the last time. Cue ironic laughter. I had found a girl on Twitter selling her. She was a Vegas local and had told me that we could just meet up when I got to town. Paid her the money, done. I was searching around for a second one for my boyfriend, found someone on Twitter. User was something different then, but it is now Pier469. Yes, I still have the DMs. You don't have to say the user if you don't want to, but I do have some mutuals who follow him, so just be careful. Not sure if he's still doing it or not. Oh, well, I read his name.
What is he doing, though? What has he done? I guess we're getting
we'll
that?
see.
Oh, okay.
Paid him, sorted, or so I thought.
Oh, here we go.
Dun,
there we go.
dun,
Okay,
dun.
so we should expose him. If he's doing shady stuff.
On our flight out to Vegas that I realized that person had not really been in contact with me since making the transaction.
No.
I then noticed that he had not really been on Twitter a whole lot since we made the transaction either. I messaged him trying not to freak out too much. I asked when it would be the best time to meet up and grab the ticket. Nothing. I tried getting him through his Venmo somehow, but nothing. I quickly realized I had been scammed. Never had I experienced this before. Looking back now, I should have seen the differences between him and the local girl. She kept me updated since paying her, let me know when the ticket had shipped, let me know when it arrived, and make plans on how to meet. Her mom met us at the hotel, by the way, an honorable person who definitely belongs in the community. So stressed out, we began looking for another ticket. I was searching Twitter, Facebook. I found a girl on Facebook. She was flying in the morning of. We made the payment. Yes, I know. Why are we paying strangers? I guess we were just too trustworthy and definitely naive. She stayed in contact throughout the whole night. Then when I tried texting her in the morning, I started getting excuses as to her running late until hitting radio silence. Just no response. Frustrating. So hours before the first night, we were still looking for a ticket. I can't remember now what apps or site we found this next person, but we made sure it was someone we could meet in person. We met them at one of the hotels on the strip, paid cash, and received the wristband in person. All is right with the world, or so we thought.
Oh my
my
God.
God.
This is, oh my gosh.
Yes, it gets worse in all caps. We literally make it, this is all in caps,
Oh my
all the
God.
way to the ticket scanner in line to find out the wristband is fake.
Oh my gosh.
And the employee looks and says, yeah, this is from last year.
Oh my God.
I can't.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, it's a ticket from last year. Okay, sorry. I can't laugh, but
No,
it's kind of
so
funny.
bad. I'm
And
sorry.
you could tell he feels bad because we were completely shocked. I quite literally hate myself all over as I retell this story. I was already inside the gates and was told I couldn't leave if I wanted to get back in. My boyfriend is asking what he should do, and the employee said that they might have some at the gates. I am standing there nearly in tears, mainly because of the mess that we're in, not because we were probably not going to be able to attend at least the first night. Next thing I know, my boyfriend is scanning a wristband and walking through. I asked him if they had one, and he said all they had was VIP. Yes, he bought a hella
Ballin'.
expensive VIP wristband just to make sure we would be able to attend.
Oh, what a keeper.
My love for him quite literally soared that he was willing to do that. The moment we walked through the little doorway and saw the festival, this was, remember, our first time. Everything we had just gone through was forgotten. The night, as magical as was the rest of the weekend, I tried requesting a payment from the first person and was ignored. My boyfriend was able to protest the second transaction through his bank, saying he didn't authorize that Venmo activity and was able to get his money back. We knew the third transaction was lost forever since it was cash. I would like to think that since then, he's had to deal with karma since then. We have absolutely learned our lesson. Since then, we have bought tickets for festivals straight from the website or ambassadors. Yeah. Thanks for reading. Love the podcast.
Oh my gosh. I am so sorry that you had to go.
What a trip.
I mean, for real. I would have a tough time shaking that to go like into I would have a tough time like walking in and then having a good weekend. Like I'd be like, I just spent like excessive amount of money to get here. Like I mean, I guess okay, no, I would definitely make the most of it, but I would have like trouble the first night. Like the first night, I'd be like, I would be really out of it. I'd just be like, this is ridiculous. Like I would definitely be out of it, but I would definitely make the next 2 nights.
Props to the boyfriend for dropping VIP. Like,
yeah, that's not cheap at Vegas. That's not cheap.
That would not sit well with me the first night. Like that would not sit well with me at all.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's something.
I would like buy everything for my boyfriend if he did that. You know, like I'd be like, the rest of the weekend is on me. Like you're good.
Yeah,
you pay for anything.
I got the food. I'll spend the hotel. Like it's straight. Like yeah, I mean it's I've bought them from third party people as well a few times. I've also had a few times where I got lucky and like caught beforehand that they were scamming. There's like things you just like. Yeah, there's things that like as you and like you said you were like new to the festival, so it's like you're just believing in these people and I've been there too. But yeah, there's things like as you get going, you learn. I mean, I wouldn't say like completely never buy from third party again because sometimes you can get like a good deal last minute. Like I went to Lost Lands last year. I had luckily it was a friend of a friend, but you know you still never know. But they were like, I just need to get rid of the ticket. I'm not going anymore. And I was like, all right, done. I'll give you the cash and picked it up and everything was fine. Thank God. I've bought my Electric Forest ticket for the next year if it happens. I bought that through a person online and that checked out. I got an email with it and everything. So like there's ways to go about it.
I was gonna ask, what are your ways if you don't know the person selling the ticket?
Yeah, like, so I actually just went through this for that drive-through rave. We were looking for passenger tickets, and I'm also looking for passenger tickets for another one. So we basically what I do is they'll message me or I message them, whoever it is, blah blah blah, and I ask like straight up, and I go, look, I'm looking for 2 tickets. I would like to know like I want proof of purchase. Like that's what you really need to ask is you want proof of purchase, and if they can't provide that, more than likely they're not even going to answer. I mean, like literally for the last drive-in, I said that to 3 people, and the 3 people that DM'd me saying, "Hey, I have tickets for sale. Hey, I have tickets for sale." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I need proof of purchase." Never responded again. Like just because they either they can't, like they just can't do it. So then immediately, like it doesn't. You're not wasting your time talking and negotiating with these people. You just get to the point of like, "Hey, I need proof of purchase," and then we can go from there. And I've had other people that provide it to me right then and there, and then it's about haggling the price because some of them, like for one of the tickets for the drive-in, the guy was like, "Yeah, I'm selling it for $100 a piece," and I was like, "I'm not paying $100 a piece." So all right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. And then that's how you move on. I mean, I bought tickets. I bought a wristband for my first festival ever. I bought it from some guy on the side of the road. For $60.
That's how some people do for like Coachella. Like that's how some people get like cheap VIP wristbands and stuff for Coachella. Like people are selling them outside of the gates.
Yeah, and you can definitely haggle with those people. Like I literally bought my ticket for $60 and walked in the gate. Like it was so fun, and I had the best night of my life. It was great for $60. But like, I mean, definitely you take a risk, and I've done it before for a country festival too. 2 guys on this. Actually, those guys we were in the middle of nowhere for a country music festival, and they were on the side of the road, so like like just hick as could be on the side of the road, just standing there with a sign saying tickets for sale. And we pulled over, and I was like, "How much?" And we just haggled with them again. I think we got ours for like 50 that night for just one night of the festival, but still like. And remember we pulled away, and me and my buddy looked at each other. We're like, "I sure hope to God these are real," because we didn't ask. That was one of the times we didn't ask for proof of purchase. We just like went with it. And it was hard. Meeting in person is definitely a good thing to do, like you did. The only thing I would add to that, and I do this with like anything I buy used, you always ask. I never do it in like a bad way, but I always ask them like, "Hey, I'd like to take a picture of the license plate of your vehicle and stuff like that if we're gonna do this transaction." I'm telling them that at the beginning because then they know if they are selling something legit, they're not going to care because you can't. What are you going to do? Report them for selling a real ticket? Like they're only going to care if it's that bad. I had one person object to it because it was actually when I was buying my laptop. They were like, "No, you can't take a picture of my car," and I was like, "Okay, then I'm going to walk." I'm just not going to do it. And he was like, "Look, I can give you like a receipt and all that." But like a proof of purchase from me, like a bill of sale, so that way if something does happen, it's on record and you can return it. But like you need to tell me that next time up front that you want to do that because I wouldn't have agreed to come. So like that's something I would say I learned in that scenario. Like let them know beforehand, like, "Hey, like I would like a bill of bill of purchase." It's something like that. It's something weird.
I think it's receipt of purchase.
And you ask them ahead of time. That way there's like none of that tension and stuff between. I mean, because the guy was like, "No, I will not let you do it." I was like, "Okay, like chill, no big deal. I'm just gonna I'm gonna walk away." But like, it's there's that stuff I always did. And most people, like, again, if they're not ripping you off, they don't care. They're like, "Yeah, take a picture, like whatever makes you feel better. I'm trying to get rid of the ticket."
What I do, the only things I think I've had to find tickets for friends. Most of the time, I've never bought myself because I just always buy right away, and I'm not a late sender to things. But I check out their profile and like make sure it's like someone that like has a distinguished profile. Like if it was a profile that was literally created like yesterday or something, that's a no-go for me. Or like especially if it's like on Twitter or Facebook or something.
Yeah.
So I check for that kind of stuff, and then like in messages and exchanges, it's usually like I'll ask for proof of purchase as well. And if I happen to have a copy of my proof of purchase, I'll try and like compare. And I've found tickets to be like scammed that way because like someone sent me a copy of the ticket and I was like, that's fake because it wasn't the exact same. There's only one way to get a ticket is like through a website or like that club's website, right?
Yeah.
So I've done that, and if I can't meet up with them in person, like it's all done electronically, then similar to the driver's, the license plate, like you said, I'll ask them to give me a picture of their driver's license, just to make sure like the name matches up with the name.
Ooh, that's a good one.
The ticket and stuff.
That's a good one.
And it has to be like in the photo, like someone holding up like the license to their laptop or something with it. And if they're not willing to do that, then I walk. And I'm trying to think what else. I think that's basically it. Yeah, making sure,
good.
like, you can also make sure, like, if it's a wristband, that they take a photo of them, like, with the wristband or something. That way it's not just, like, some photo they got off, like, Google or, like, Facebook Marketplace or something. It's not, like, a copy, especially for, like, Coachella boxes and, like, EDC boxes and stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful out there. There's so many people scamming. It's ridiculous. Like I said, I ran into 3 last weekend. Like, and all 3 just went, none of them proof of purchase, not one response. I was like, well, there's my answer. Like, I don't need to worry about that anymore.
Well, if you think about it, like, scammers are not making any money probably right now because of, like, how little things going on, you know? Which, like, karma probably is working her magic there on that one, that scammers aren't making as much money right now like they normally would.
The other thing I could think of is if you don't have, with social media, you might have the ability to reach out to the venue or, you know, people that are running it. I know, like, I did the same thing. I did that with the drive-in. Somebody sent me their, like, quote unquote proof of purchase, and it looked weird to me. I was like, that doesn't look right. So I took it and I sent it to the Instagram page, just messaged them, and I said, hey, like, look, I'm trying to buy this ticket. Does it look real? Blah, blah. And they were like, no, we're sold out. Like, that's not even ours. Like, so I was like, perfect. Good to know. Like, yeah, like, so there's also that. I would try that for sure if you can. I'm not guaranteed they'll answer, of course, because sometimes some of them are big and you just never know. But that's definitely another thing that I would try in today's day and age. It definitely helps.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that. That's a good tip. I also want to come back, and we need to unpack this. You went to a country festival? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, you heard that right. Yeah, I used to.
Were you a yeehaw boy?
Oh, I had my yeehaw days. I did. Yeah, Episode 9, we're unveiling this. Yeah, I've got some crazy stories from that festival. So I will have to write in anonymously, and maybe you'll know it's me now. But I have some fucking crazy stories from country festivals. God. Yeah, I got into going to festivals. I went to my first 2 festivals were country music. I wouldn't say. Wow, I actually never thought about that till just now. That's really like hitting me in the face. I did not think. Wow. Okay, so I didn't really. That's so bad to say that. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at my life as a lie. That is so true. Oh my gosh. So I went to 2. Oh wait.
What years were they?
Okay. My first country festival was Tortuga Music Festival on the beach in Fort Lauderdale. And it's actually considered a music festival, but the majority of the artists there are country. So it's country. And that was spring of 2017. And then SMF was the following. So SMF was right after that. So okay. Country was first, then I went to SMF, then I went to another country one. So okay, it happened. Whatever. But anyways,
I think for episode 10, we should make it a yeehaw episode, and we just talk about your country festival stories.
We could do that. We could absolutely do that. I've got good ones. We'll do yeehaw. The one I'm talking about, where we bought the tickets on the side of the road, is the better one. We could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we could for sure do that. I got so many funny stories about it. It's a crazy night. And we only went one day that day. I only went one day, and it was wild. It was buck wild. And like, I do want to say that, like, I respect both. I like both. I do like both. I like EDM way more now, but like I could still listen to country music.
Yeah.
But they're entirely different vibes. But they're not comparable. They are not comparable. I've seen that before. I've actually chimed in on Twitter and stuff before with that. Like, people are like, country music festivals, like, ew, like, that's horrible. And then the country guys are like, you and your beat pop music, but you don't know what good music is. Like, and then I like have chimed in before. I'm like, you fuckers have no idea. You cannot talk. Like, unless you've been to both, you can't talk. Yeah. Like, you just can't. Yeah. The only one I'll probably shit on is rap like festivals. I'm like, vibe isn't like the Rolling Loud videos and stuff I see. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that at all. I almost went to Rolling Loud one year, but I'm glad I didn't go.
We have Country Thunder in Arizona, but I could never go because it was always a weekend of like some
I went to that's the same one I went to. I didn't go to Arizona. I went to the one in Wisconsin. But
Oh,
Country Thunder is the one.
yeah. Country Thunder is like super big in Arizona, and it was always the same weekend as Coachella or during some like sorority things of mine. So like I could never go. Um, but I always like I wanted to check it out because I was always so curious about it. And like I did have like a little bit of a country phase. I went to like Luke Bryan concert, like a couple concerts here and
Luke
there
Bryan.
in Arizona. Like very basic, but
I don't know how yeehaw Arizona gets. I just can say is I don't know. I don't know the premise of where the festival was. I can say Country Thunder that I went to in Wisconsin was literally in the middle of like a cow field.
well, yeah. It's Wisconsin.
Like they just propped up a stage in this cow field. They put up the Ferris wheel, the vendors, and then they just had plots of like just the land, and they literally like the cows were cleared out. And then
did you wear a cowboy hat and boots?
I didn't have boots because we didn't. I was up there. I wasn't actually up there for the festival, and the festival was happening, and we were like, "Let's go!" And I just went, and I had my flannel. I actually think I did have a cowboy hat on that night. At some point, I don't think it was mine. I definitely got a cowboy hat on at some point, but I had like one of my country hats because I was a little yeehaw-ish then, and I definitely did. I definitely had my flannel and my Jack Daniels tank top and whatever else it was. Oh my god! Yeah. I remember. I won't give it away, but it was that year. It had rained, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh boy!
So cow
if you
pasture
have any
and rain.
photos, it's going up on our Instagram.
I'll find them. I'll dig them up for sure. I'll dig them up for sure. I'll dig them up. I definitely got some funny stories from it. There were people covered in mud everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Well, episode 10, you guys. Look forward to it. It's gonna be our yeehaw episode.
I'll wear my cowboy hat for it.
I'm literally so excited. If you guys have been at any country festival, send in your story if you want to be included.
Yeah, on that note, like this is not just EDM festivals, at least in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I should. Is it? Is it any festival?
No, it's any festival.
Before I just start speaking for both of us. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I want to hear all those crazy stories. We're generally speaking about EDM festivals. That's where we both mainly attend. That's my main go-to. But I mean, like I said, I got country stories. If y'all go to them, I'm sure you've got stories because them people wild. Yeah, there's uncomparable. They're two different vibes completely.
Yeah, and if you have any Rolling Loud, any of those stories, yeah, any multi-genre festivals that goes, international, anything really, you guys.
Damn, yeah, I got some more stories. I have to write in anonymous. I got some more stories than I thought I did. All right, cool. Y'all write in as well. I'll write in. You guys write in.
Yeah, there's some stories that like I've wanted to share, but I can't put my name on it. You know what I mean?
You have to write in, and no one would know. No one would know. No one would know. I mean, like if I write in now, I'll tell my one country story, but like the other ones that I have, like no one would know it was me. So it's like, might as well write in some crazy stories. Yeah.
Will be a nice little game. Anything else? We talked about getting scammed, don't get scammed, how to scam the scammers.
How to scam the scammers. How do we do that?
I don't know.
Scam the scammers. I don't think so. I got anything else. I mean, that's a heck of a story just to get into Vegas. I applaud you for going still. I would have been like I said, I would have been like beat. I mean, I definitely would have made the last 2 days like my fucking bitch. They would have been like fun days. I'd been like this. I'm enjoying this. And this is going to be the best weekend of my life. I'm going to make it happen for the money. But yeah, I mean, hard lesson learned. I think we've all been there. I think everyone at some point is probably coming in touch with scammers of some kind or some point.
I just like lost it with that employee being like, the employee looks and says, "Yeah, this is from last year."
Oh my god, I know that. Yeah, if you have a wristband from this year, you should always bring it with you to buy the other ones. That'd be my other advice. That way you can look at them and see. I guess, I don't know. Oh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry you guys had to do that.
Yeah, because I think I have EDC 2017's wristband. I don't think it's of the year on it. Now that I think about it, it's in my room somewhere.
I'm sorry you guys had to go through that. Sorry we were laughing. Sorry we were laughing so hard earlier, but that was funny. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god, this just keeps happening.
It gets worse. Oh, that was it for this episode, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Episode 9. Stay tuned for 10. The Big 10 celebration.
We're going to celebrate with a good yeehaw round.
Good yeehaw round. But make sure you guys submit your stories, rate, review, subscribe, all that jazz. Thanks for chilling with us today, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Bye.